architect could be a millionaire or architect make a lot of money. Me going home with disappointment, empty-handed, and few drops of tears. Hi, I'm Kaiyi. Today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't study architecture. So first of all, do not study architecture if you don't have the passion. So this is the utmost important prerequisite thing that help you survive in architecture. So if you're not a big fan of architecture, you can hardly survive. Even if you somehow manage to, it wouldn't take you far. Because without passion, right, it's very hard to actually push yourself to learn more. The self-initiation is very important, and the desire to know more, you'll never be enough.
You will never be enough.
Secondly, do not study architecture if you are lazy. So apart from study smart, you still need to study hard. So what I mean by that is working hard as in this is the basics. This is the fundamental principle. Study hard as in you need probably gonna slap your ass in the studio 24/7, rushing for the next presentation or submissions. Working smart as in you need to sort out your priority of which assignment should come first, respective to their credit hours, because you know some assignment actually doesn't need that much time to do it. So you need to sort out your priority, because you know some assignment just not worth your time. So if you know me in person, I'm actually a very lazy person since I was a kid. So studying architecture has used up all my effort and hardworkingness that I've been reserving all this while. So on the bright side, I'm a slightly diligent person now. Thirdly, do not study architecture if you have a fragile heart. For every beautiful morning, carrying my beautiful model, walking to the studio with confidence for my next tutorial, for sure, it will end up the same. It will end up like me going home with disappointment, empty-handed, and few drops of tears. Okay, I'm just kidding. I haven't, for the record, I haven't cried for a treat, at least in the school.
Okay.
So tutors and lecturers will always find a way to critique your work because there is no perfect design and there will never be. If your tutor ever say your design is okay or is good or is perfect, GG. Because either you are beyond help or you are totally hopeless. So if you'll get bashed a lot, that's fine, because at least you're not hopeless. At least they haven't given up on you. So don't give up on yourself just yet. And do not study architecture if you're broke. So if you're not, you will be. Again, I'm so sorry to be so cynical and I have to burst your bubble. Studying architecture requires a lot of money to buy stuff like drawing tools, modeling tools, rendering tools. And you think that's all? No, we're just about to start. So later on in a higher semester, you probably need to get a decent computer to run all the softwares, and they could easily cost more than 5K up to 10K. Also on a weekly basis, if not daily basis, you need to buy some modeling tools for your models, and also pay a huge amount of money for printing. And also for every semester, you probably also have field trips in every semester. So there's another big chunk of money. So you think that's all very fun now, but they all cost a fortune. So if you're not from a wealthy family, you might want to even consider. Number 5, do not study architecture if you want to be filthy rich. So me growing up in an Asian family, being an architect is so over-romanticized by everyone. So everyone has this wrong conception that architect could be a millionaire or architect make a lot of money, which is total bullshit. I mean, of course you won't be like very poor, but you won't be millionaire either. You might say,
how come Zaha Hadid and Frank Gehry can be so rich and so successful? I wanna be like them.
Oh honey.
You will never be enough.
Okay, I'm just kidding don't cancel me
Okay.
It's good to dream big and become one of the star architects, but to be honest, the chance is slim, especially in Malaysia. I used to dream like to become one of the star architects back then, but for now, I'm like, meh. Do not study architecture if you wanna have a life. So for example, you're probably gonna steal out your friend very often to a point that they will never ever join you again. Or last minute cancel your anniversary dinner plan and your boyfriend girlfriend is totally gonna hate you forever. All because of the never ending last minute design change. But if you're a loner, then you're safe, don't worry. So basically, 99% of your time is dedicated to architecture and 1% of your time is for sleep. So sometimes it's okay to have existential crisis every now and then, because I do. I do contemplate my life every single night about what the hell am I doing with my life. The thing is, this kind of lifestyle does not just stop in uni, but it continues for the rest of your life. You would say, "Wow, not that bad. Why? Is it just you or?" But let me know if your company is practicing work-life balance. Let me know if they are hiring. I'm ready to roll. Do not study architecture if you're a nature lover. It took me long enough to realize that architecture and nature is indeed a very two opposing things. I will take 2 hours to explain it, but let's not do that, okay? Long story short, if you are an environmentalist, you're probably gonna hate architecture. Okay, in order to not get cancelled, here are some positive remarks.
Studying architecture is not all gloom and doom. I've learned a lot during the process, definitely become better in problem solving and critical thinking. Also has a better sense in aesthetic and taste, mastered quite a number of software, sharpened my soft skills and such as negotiating and communication, more aware of social political issues. More of a thinker than a doer, open up opportunities in other industries apart from architecture and so on.
To summarize,
Do you enjoy studying architecture?
yes.
Is it difficult?
Hell yeah.
Do you regret studying architecture?
Nope.
Would you want to be an architect?
Maybe.
If you were given a chance to pick your course again, would you do it differently?
No.
If your friend want to study architecture, would you recommend?
So I would like to end this video with the classic quote of Zaha Hadid, which she said, and I quote, "If you want an easy life, don't be an architect." So well, that's all for today. Hope you in the next video. Bye. It's okay to have existential crisis, existential crisis.